It's a great day here in Orem, Utah. This is Michael Leavitt, your Master Inspector, bringing you yet another great video for WaterHeaterExplosions.com. Today we'll be featuring the TWIRL test, or the Michael Leavitt and Company protocol for testing TPR valves. This is what we do out in the field and what we recommend to our clients, and I'll share it with you today. So let's go to an actual water heater and see it being performed. Enjoy, will you? Whoops, I have to break in here. The legal beagles have reminded me that I need to give you a disclaimer that the steps and protocols that I'm going to share with you in a few moments, they are meant to be done at your own risk and your own peril. Now keep in mind the TPR, temperature pressure release valve, is a device that's meant to be tested at least annually by the homeowner. That means the techniques, the tips shared, this is all within the realms of a homeowner easily being able to accomplish. But if you get hurt, if anything happens, if any damage results, if anybody gets injured, it's not my fault. The information is being shared for informational purposes only, and if you have any doubts, we recommend that you call upon a professional plumber or some other licensed tradesperson to do this for you, even though this is a homeowner test, a device that's meant to be operated by the homeowner, and nothing technically exhaustive or difficult about it. But if you hurt yourself, it's not my fault. Do the best you can. I have great confidence in you, and if anything does happen, please don't contact me. Please don't sue me. Please don't do any damages to my assets for whatever happens. Therefore, continue on. Make it a great day. And here we are, entering a Utah service basement where the water heater is. It may not be the same place for you. You may not be located in a basement. This is the water heater that was installed. Looks like it says here 10/15/2003. That would put it, we're 2011 now, so you're 8 years old. This thing, who knows when it's going to fail. Could fail today, could fail tomorrow, could fail in 5 years. But we need to make sure here that the TPR is working, and that's what our focus is today. Here's the temperature pressure release valve. You'll see the label on it still on there. The discharge pipe. And the first thing you have to do here, we're going to do the Michael Leavitt and Company protocol for the TWIRL test for the safety release valve. Now, looking at the TPR valve, or SRV, safety release valve, or TPR, temperature pressure release valve, this has a discharge pipe. It should terminate 4 inches off the ground, and if you look down, I already have a little pot. I have a pot there ready to catch any excess water, even though here in Utah we do have floor drains right nearby. But you would take and put a pot, a bucket, something that could take hot water, put it down in the bottom. Make sure that that terminates down low, because it's going to bleed off hot water. You don't want it to scald you. Now, many of these won't have any drain line on it at all. And if that's yours, get a drain line, a discharge line installed. You don't want that shooting scalding hot water where it can do you damage. But walk up, look at the discharge line, should end about 4 inches off the ground, 4 to 6 inches, something like that, where it safely is going to discharge without doing major damage or bodily harm to you. And come up to the TPR valve, and first thing I want you to do is take this lever, and it should spin around. And if yours doesn't spin around, well, it could be corroded inside. It doesn't mean the valve is faulty. It does mean there's corrosion, which means replace the thing. It could fail. But just because it won't turn doesn't mean it's failed completely. We'd still like to raise the lever. But know that if this won't spin around and you raise the lever, you are most likely going to be replacing the valve. It's most likely going to drip when you're all done. And notice now, no drip off of either the drain line or the discharge pipe here. And we're going to take it, and I'm going to put it between my fingers, and I should be able to raise this. And when I raise it, water should come out of the bottom. Now, here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of force on it. What do you know? There goes the water. Here goes it is. It's discharging out there. And it stopped, just like it's supposed to. Now, some things that might happen when you do that, you might raise this lever and nothing happened. But you can see here, a little bit of force with the thumb, and water immediately comes out of there. Whew, look at this. Their discharge line isn't even connected right. Wow, I'm glad we found that out. Sure enough, that pipe is a little bit hot. Whew, let's reconnect their discharge pipe. And that should have been connected. Obviously, when they redid the water heater, they didn't resolder that joint there. That's good to find out. But things that can happen here. This discharge valve, when you raise it, no water can come out, which means it would be faulty. Or it can have water come out and then still be a drip when you're all done, which would be a sign of sediment or corrosion inside, which means replacement of the valve. Not that hard to do, folks. Very, very simple. You can hear the water heater just kick back on. Very interesting. So, looking down here at the discharge pipe, no drip coming out. I'll keep this pot down there just to ensure there's no leaking going on down there. And what's the final thing that you do? Do you remember? You actually take this, take your marker, permanent marker, I don't care what color you use, we're going to use gold, and today is 12/5/11, and that is TPR tested. Okay, MDL, Michael Leavitt. So that is written on there, and you can see that there, TPR tested, 12/5/11, okay, MDL, and that's how you test the TPR valve. Well, that's it. See how easy that was? Of course, that valve worked. You know, if yours, I just want to give you a reminder, if yours was stuck, you couldn't raise that lever, it felt like you were having to lift too hard, then it is corroded. And you need to call a plumber or go down and buy the valve, turn the system off, turn the gas burner off, turn the water off, and replace that valve with a working unit. Now, why do you want to do that? So that you can protect your family, so that you can protect the structure. And most importantly, so that nobody loses their lives because of a faulty temperature pressure release valve. Very simple test. Well, this is Michael Leavitt, your master inspector, and I'll be out there looking for things that will help prevent injuries, protect structures, and ultimately save lives. Make it a great day. We'll see you. Bye-bye.